Okay, we're just gonna do all the loot. It's gonna take 100 years. We're gonna look at the heroic loot, then the epic loot, then the whatever loot. Apparently it's all getting updated. Chronoscope loot. Let's go. It's all getting updated, so let's see. Hellfire crossbow 2. The new Hellfire crossbow. Still sucks. Great axe. Great axe is okay. Knockan staff. Still kind of sucks. Time blade. Paralyzing. God tier. Boots of corrosion. Actually has corrosion on it. Fantastic. Charge gauntlets. Actually has a good amount of strength on it. Envenomed cloak. Con 4. Great cloak. This is like comparable to Feywild gear, actually. Helmet. Charisma and MRR and, oh my god, God tier helmet. Actually usable. Diabolus docent. Awful. Robe. Awful. Infested armor. Sheltering 8 on heavy armor. That's kind of good. That's actually pretty good. Can you put full description? Why? Are you, like, if there's anything that needs to be explained, I'll explain it, but... The items won't fit on the screen if I make full description. Because they're too big. I don't know if it's because of the font or what needs to be changed, but... Gem of many facets. Can take the place of a certain necklace. It currently does nothing. That's weird. Dog's time sensing is now Wisdom 4 search and spot, which is pretty good. And Scorched bracers. See, it still doesn't even fit on the screen. Is Combustion 54, physical sheltering and fire resistance. This one's not as exciting, but yeah. It's not as exciting, but it's fine. But the profane bonus to all ability scores and DCs is actually really good. This new set item is pretty slick. So I'm excited about that. That is very cool. Alright, Carnival loot was already updated. So this should all be up to date. Yeah, this is the Antique Great Axe. All this stuff has been updated. So these items are all already updated to where they're supposed to be. Yeah, the gem was meant to fit with the Korthos item sets. It looks like either the item didn't get updated or it's not there. I believe the Sands loot is not in here. Just gonna double check. Make sure. And there we go. That's what I wanted. Yeah, I believe the Sands loot is not here. And then later on, we're going to take a look at what people think about some of the stuff. But yeah. Yeah, Sands loot is not in the preview. So we're going to go to Sentinels, which is done. Red Fens, which is done. So we have Vault of Night and Web of Chaos. So Vault of Night. Alright, Vault of Night gear. This is the new Vault of Night gear for Heroics. Kunderic Warding Shield. Holy shit! False Life, Vitality, Spell Resistance, Resistance 5. And it has a new set bonus, Wards of House Kunderic, which gives you armor class and physical resistance rating. Wow, that's a good item. Oh my god. Hammer of Life. A maul with disruption, disruption guard, heal, repair, and it has the restoration on it. It is significantly better than before. It is a big anti-undead weapon. Reasonably strong. Sword of Shadow, unchanged. Belt of the Moronon is part of Moronon's Might, which gives melee power, range power, and strength, and it's now got strength, fortification, vitality, protection. That's actually pretty good. I mean, the strength 5, because it's level 9, is not as exciting, but still. Cloak of the Silver Concord, insightful charisma, haggle diplomacy, exceptional luring skills, and it has Silver Concord subtlety for fort bypass melee range power. Ooh. That's kind of cool. Helm of the Moronon goes with the other one. So it's got the... It just says strength, though. What does that mean? I'm assuming that's artifact. These are all artifact bonuses. It's probably just like it was put out quickly. I'm assuming it's typed to artifact. Immunity to fear, intimidate, insight, command, and wisdom. This is a very good item for a leveling tank of any kind. Very cool. It's 15 intimidate. Kunderic Delving Boots. America, speed, hide, move silently. And it has the set for sneak attack dice, helplessness damage, double strike, and double shot for the Kunderic Delving equipment. Cool. Yeah. Ruby encrusted gauntlets. I don't even remember what this did before. Straight up. I don't remember. Fire Lore, Radiance Lore, Combustion, Radiance, Flame Strike. Dude, that's just a good item. Oh, that's so cool. The Vault of Night raid items are now going to be really good. Doesn't have Grace. Dex, Balance, Tumble, Immunity to Slippery Surfaces, and Construct Fortification. I mean, okay. They're not all perfect. They're not all perfect. Ironweave Robe. Wizardry, Lightning Lore, Magnetism, Protection. Again, not as exciting, but I do kind of like the idea of a robe with Wizardry, Lightning Lore, and Magnetism. The problem is this hits right on Ravenloft, and Ravenloft is much easier to get. So Heroic Ironweave Robe, not as exciting. Kundrak Delving Suit. Deception, Search, Spot, Reflex, Mithril. Max Dex 18 Heroic. Max Dex 18 Heroic. Holy moly, that's a good item. That's a Delving Suit if I've ever seen one, you know what I'm saying? Stone Meld Plate, Earth Grab, DR, Physical Sheltering Protection. Still not that exciting. But it has Catch Level 12 Stone Skin 5 times a day. That's pretty good if you can get access to one. Because you can wand it, but the Stone Skin, that's 120 damage less taken. You can just keep using it 5 times every time you shrine. So that's pretty sweet. Alright, Azure Necklace of Prophecy. There's so many items that come from this raid. Oh my god. Do you guys understand why nobody has the Sword of Shadow now? There's so many items that come from this raid. Lightning Lore, Magnetism, Electric, Cold Absorb, Endless Draconic Prophecy, Universal Spell Power, and MRR Cap. That's kind of cool. So it's a lightning item. We have a fire item, similar. The Dragon's Eye. It's a trinket, wizardry, magical efficiency, and exceptional universal spell power. Very cool. These armor pieces are missing set bonus to go with the items themed with them. No, there's other set items here. The Kundrak Delving Goggles, which is part of the Kundrak set. For the Disable Device, Open Lock, Search, Spot, and Blindness Immunity. All of the stats you want, level 9, on Gogs. Kundrak Warding Bracers, Con 5, Resistance Protection, Magical Sheltering. This is just a straight up a good item. Ring of the Silver Concord, Charisma, Protection, Command, Parrying, which combines with the Cloak, which is Charisma and Insightful Charisma as well. The Necklace, which combines with Draconic Prophecy, so it's a cold version. And then the Disciplinator. Has this been updated? Smiting Weapons, Fortification, Physical Sheltering, Fortitude, and you can craft it if you want. So yes, it has been updated. Very cool items for Vault of Night. May even be interesting to genuinely consider running the raid, because this warding shield is madness. I do not know if the raid has runes. If it doesn't have runes, good luck getting any of what you want, but people will probably be running it. Right. Very cool. Heroic Web of Chaos. Oh, the shield! The shield! What if the shield's good? The Templar's Bulwark! Dude, I love the Templar's Bulwark. It's being made good, maybe. Here we go. Templar's Bulwark. It doesn't have inherent resistance, it's just regular. Rats. Next item. Bow of the Silver Flame. Holy Burst for Undead 4, Blunted Ammunition, Weaken Undead. So this weapon is much stronger than it was before. Can I take off my weapon so that I don't get the comparison? There we go. Now I don't get the comparison thing. Cruel Nobility. Axiomatic Burst. Evil Blast, Bleeding 4, Disintegration. Mm. 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 Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good cross. That's a sword. Double crossbow. Poison Blast, Crippling, Armor Piercing, Nightshade Venom. That's okay. And I forgot this was Dex or Int. You can use Int on it as to hit automatically. Oh, that's cool. Wait a minute. Does that mean that the legendary double crossbow is going to do that? Does this give Int to damage automatically? Does this mean you could play crossbow rogue using double crossbow at cap without needing to have access to Harper Agent? Like, obviously Harper Agent is still better because it gives you know the angles, but you could play free-to-play crossbow rogue and get intelligence to damage out of your tree and get intelligence to hit with the double crossbow at legendary. We'll see. Envenom Blade, Poison Blast, Paralyzing, Armor Piercing, Deadly Spider Venom. Again, it's fine. Flame Ward, Club, Charisma, Evocation Focus, UMD, Fire Absorption, Fire Resistance, Exceptional Charisma. Wow. I don't know how to think about this. Is this a good item? It's 9 charisma. It's got evocation focus. It's got UMD and fire absorption, and it's a weapon. It's a D3 weapon. I don't even know. I don't know what to think about that one. Fury of the Flames. Impact, so it's got Keen. Flaming Bass, Coruscating, Fracturing, Adamantine. Yo! This is way better than the Ravenloft weapons. This is better than the Sharn weapon. This is better than a Serenian one. Fracturing is bludgeoning damage on hit. To anything made of bone. Yeah, I'll see if I can turn on the effects. Hold on, give me a sec here. ET? Goodbye. Holy crap, man. That mall is sick. Luminous Truth. Purifying Flame Lore. Oh, it's an attack weapon. It has light and fire spell power, as well as Fire Blast, Coruscating, and Incineration. And it's an 18 to 20. Wait, could you play melee Spellcaster Favored Soul? Ooh. Because it's got the extra critical threat profile, too. What is this? I know, you can use Canon's Crafting to fill up item slots, too. Damn, dude. Okay, that's kind of sick. Or true. Oh, you could play a melee Enlightened Spirit Warlock with this. That's awesome. Because it's got fire and light spell power. Very cool. Silver Slinger. Holy Burst, Undead Bane, Weaken Undead, Blunted Ammunition. Again, just reasonably good weapon. Templar's Justice. Holy Burst, Good Blast, Coruscating, Godly Wrath, Cold Iron. Again, straight up improvement over a Serenian weapon. Templar's Retribution, same thing. Darkstorm Helm. It's still got the crappy Call Lightning Storm proc, but this, and it looks like this is still old Call Lightning Storm and not new Call Lightning Storm. I think if you get new Call Lightning Storm, this item could be better, but still, magnetism and lore, it's pretty much the same. Rexaza Hide. Roar, Heightened Awareness, Greater Nimbleness, Accuracy, and Rough Hide. This gives accuracy now? That's very cool. That's a good item. That's a good item. Does it already give accuracy? Just not 12? Either way, this is like, I'm like looking at this. Greater Nimbleness. It's max dex bonus 20! Oh, that's satisfying. Templar's Bastion. Still has the Light Guard, MRR, Spell Resistance, DR Evil, Mithril. Very disappointing. Templar's Bastion, not a great item. Templar's Bastion, as the kids say, not very... This one's not very poggers. We're going to find out. We're going to get there. Templar's Docent is the same thing. Again, not too great. And the Golden Guile still has Dusk, Bluff Diplomacy, Improved Deception. So it's improved, but it's still the Golden Guile. Okay. Moving on to the revamped epic versions of each item. Starting with the Chronoscope. Again, we're missing the sands, but everything else got updated. So we have to go through all these lists now. Epic Hellfire Crossbow. Is it good? Wait, did this always have Meteor Swarm on it? It's vulnerability stacking, Flame Blast, Incineration, Meteor Swarm. 3 times a day. Obviously the Meteor Swarm's still going to be bad, but cool. And it's 2d12s. Why is this 2d12s? Wow, that's really good. Okay, this crossbow is actually the best repeating crossbow you can get in epics. Oh, because it's a heavy repeating crossbow. That's why it's 2d12s. No, shouldn't that be d10s? Yeah, it should be 2d10s. Snap, that's a great item. Epic Hellstroke Great Axe. 11 Double Strike, Aggro, Maiming, Keen. It's good. It's a good starter epic item. Staff of Nat Gan. 9 Dex, 9 Dodge, 7 Deception, 9 Seeker. Again, it's a good statted item. I just don't know if I would absolutely use... Oh, never mind, it's got expanded crit profile. It's crit 18 to 20. Never mind, it's great. Genius. Epic Time Blade, Improved Paralyzing, Double Strike 11, Slow Burst, America, Featherfalling. This is pretty good. It might look bad because you see those lowered will saves, but remember, all the stats on monsters are going down, so It's not bad. Boots of Corrosion has Disintegration Guard in it. In the Epic Abishai set. Oh, look at that epic set. 15 Profane PRR MRR. 8 Natural Armor, 2 Ability Scores, 2 DCs. That's sick if you have enough of these. Yeah, everything also has sockets too. And they have 2 each. A green and a colorless, or a red and a colorless. Charge Gauntlets. Strength 9, Speed 30, Electric Resistance 36, and Greater Shocking Blow. It's pretty good. It's Strength 9 Speed. The Shocking Blow kind of sucks, but it's something. Envenom Cloak, Con, Resistance, Poison Guard, Proof Against Poison. Con 9, Resistance 8 is just a satisfying item, and on a Cloak, getting Con is pretty good, but do I need that? Flavor? No. Sharnset Borderlands is going to be better from a first... Yeah, absolutely. Wait, Sharnset from Borderlands? I mean, maybe. These items come from raids, right? So you have to get them. Cash level for the set? No, they don't give cash levels anymore. The cash levels is gone from the set. Looks like that's changed now. Again, Epic Helm of Frost, Charisma, Glaciation, Cold Resistance, Magical Sheltering. 5 Polar Rays. This might have already had 5 Polar Rays, but that's pretty sweet. Epic Diabolus Docent, Intelligence and Charisma, Conjuration, Spell Resistance. I can't see anyone using this, but you could. Lack of Insightful and Quality, it's Profane, so it's stacking anyway. And it's 22 MRR on the helm, yeah. 24, yeah, it's not bad. Gem of Many Facets does nothing. I think the Gem of Many Facets might be not here anymore. Infested Armor gives Sheltering, Demonic Shield. If each time you're hit melee combat, there's a chance to get a 30 Profane bonus to temp HP. Sheltering, Disease Guard, Fortification. Demonic Shield, very good. Epic Googles of Time Sensing. It just gives Insightful Wisdom, and it just gives you haste. Speed 30 plus Spot, Search, Insightful Wisdom. Sick. And Epic Scorched Bracers. Lets you cast Firestorm 5 times a day. Cool. It's literally like looking at new items. So these items are a lot better. Should you use these? I don't know. Each one takes 5 tokens of the greater tokens of the 12 to get. So I have no idea. No, I don't want to see the turn in. So very cool. Overall, Chronoscope, that's a big upgrade. Carnival loot. Was the Epic Carnival loot updated? I don't know. No, it was not, because these items are good. Okay. I'm very curious to know how many hours were spent on revamping all of this loot, because this is literally crazy, the changes. This is maddening. Okay, sorry. I got a bunch of pings I gotta check out. Okay. Antique Great Axe. Force Blast, Metaline, Righteous, Anarchic, Adamantine, and it's a D20 base damage. 29.7 damage. How many hours it will take you? Oh, dude, you're boned. Straight up. Very cool weapon. Might be worth it to farm out. Epic Garrus's Malice. Vorpal, Blinding Embers, Fire, Flaming Blast, Greater Incineration. It's a good short sword. But do you really want this? Probably. Alright. Epic Krosnik's Cruelty. Lightning Strike, Maiming, Shocking Blast, Keen, Improved Destruction. This is a delightful scimitar. Look at the damage on this bad boy. Damn, dude. U50 on Destinies by the end of tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna take a while to get those, like, those are coming out for like 4 months, so you have some time to kind of tinker around with that. Fearland Spy Dagger has Dusk, Improved Deception, Critical Weakening, and Acid Blast, and Improved Paralyzing. The Paralyzing is not bad. I still don't see a lot of people using the Fearland Spy Dagger, but having a Paralyzing Dagger is kind of nice, but there is already Paralyzing Daggers at this level. I think that it's not the Jeweled Letter Opener, or the one, there's one from, Evening Star that it's Paralyzing, I think. Alright. Yeah, the Priestess Dagger, that's the one. Epic Big Top, Charisma, Dodge, Perform, UMD. And has Autos Irresistible. Yo, triple Irresistible Clicky? So are you telling me that I farm this out and I always have access to crowd control? So, oh no, there's a Plague Reaper on me. I can just swap hat, boom. That's cool. I wonder what the legendary Big Top's gonna do. The Mask of Comedy. Charisma, Healing Lore, Devotion, Potency, Good Hope. Ooh, I like that. I don't know why it's cast level 5. Only hits 5 targets, not 6. Whoops. Mask of Tragedy, Wisdom, Void Lord, Nullification, Potency. Another good item. Epic Fjarlin Mirror Cloak. Love my enthusiasm. Hopefully you're talking about Matrim. Matrim's enthusiasm. You need to put together an item creator to help get them done. Yeah. Is this upgrading all the Caught in the Web weapons? I just recently loved them and I never used them. Nope, Caught in the Web is not here. Spell resistance. No, light resistance, spell resistance, spell absorption. 5 charges, 1 per day. Fjarlin Mirror Cloak, still disappointing. We'll have to see what the epic one has in store. Plate of the Ringleader. Charisma, Command, Radiance Guard. Ooh, not bad. Nothing really exciting here, but it's like I like the charisma on the plate, and it's level 20. I also like the idea of Radiance Guard, even though the effect is bad. But I still like the idea because it's 4 to 24, which is at least higher. Epic Illusionist Garb. Intelligence, Will, Illusion Focus. Oh, Illusion 4, False Life, Intelligence. Cool. And it's got Prismatic Spray. That's not an illusion spell. But it gives you instant kill. Very neat. Utility Vest. Max Dex 23. Dex 9, Insightful Intelligence 4, Disable Device, Open Lock, Max Dex 23. Jesus Christ. That's a good item. Throwing Dagger, Noxious Fang. Disintegration, Poisonous, Large Scorpion Poison, which is bad, and Fortitude. Not as good as you would want. Cone is an unmeted heal. Yes. Cure Mod SLA is amazing. I remember some people were talking, they're like, oh, Cure Mod is bad. No, you remove the maximum cap on your caster level, and then you hit it with all the spell-like abilities, and you heal somebody back to full. Very good. Epic Bronze Spirits. Trinket. Insightful Strength, Insightful Con, Curse of Foolishness, Curse of Dullness, Intimidate, Insight. And it's got 5 rage charges a day at level 15. Wow, that's sick. This is like a 6 strength and con item because you get the rage charges. Cool. Epic Grimm's Bracelet. Strength, dodge, double strike accuracy. What the hell is this? This is so good. What? I need to get me one of these. Oh no. Oh, I have to run Fjarlin Carnival. No, dude. Oh no. Yeah, because Grimm's a giant. Oh no, I have to get one of these. Ring of Elemental Essence. All the spell powers, inherent resistances, and wizardry. Nice. Very cool. Epic Shimmering Pendant. Charisma, Diplomacy, Perform, UMD, whatever. It's fine. And then we have the 2 wands. Brimstone Verge. It has Delayed Blast Fireball, 15 charges. Fire Lore Combustion, Evocation Focus, Fire Absorption, and Wand Maximizing. Spells cast from this wand are treated as if they were maximized, dealing 100% more damage than they normally would. Okay. So, what you do is you play an Artificer. Are these exclusive? Damn it. You play an Artificer, and you go as a Arcano Technician, and you get the wand, and then you use like your spell power with it, and you cast Maximize Delayed Blast Fireballs on your Artificer. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, it's the elemental spell powers. And then Roderick's Wand. Summon Unknown Monster, and has Augment Summoning built in. I wonder what the monsters are. Neat. Very exciting. And retain charges as well. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the next list. Next one on the list is, Sans is not in, Sentinel Loot. Epic Sentinel Loot, Round 2. Epic Chimera Fang. Keen, Destruction, Shocking Blast, Disintegration, and Chimera's Ferocity. If the wearer has been bestowed with Dragon Marks, 1 or more Dragon Marks, item becomes +7 and grants sword, the Bastard Proficiency. 2 or more becomes +8 in Insight and Superior Parrying. If the Dragon Mark is a greater Dragon Mark, it's +10 It's a plus 10 sword and has extra more insight and fortified defenses. Plus it has Shatter, Shocking Blast, Destruction, Keen. This is a sick item. Grab the one and use it? No, I'm busy. Epic Elide Edge. Look at the effect on this! Charisma 9, Cacophony. This weapon does AoE sonic damage. Inspiring Echoes. When a bard wields this item, Anthem abilities that restore bard songs restore them 40% faster. Sonic Blast, so it does extra sonic damage on hit. Healing Lore and Devotion. And it has Anthem. And it's silver. And it uses Charisma to hit and damage as a base. Cool. I knew it already did that, but still, this is a exciting item. Midnight Greetings. This has Improved Deception, Disintegration, Improved Paralyzing, Assassinate +4, Finesse, and Clever Strike, which is this item changes its enhancement bonus to if your intelligence is high enough. The enhancement bonus will be equal to your intelligence modifier while the item is equipped. Minimum of 6, maximum of 10. So this is a plus 10 item, basically, because getting intelligence of 30 is not hard. Cool. It's the same, similar Midnight Greetings. Good Q-Cree. Oh, shit! Wait a minute. That means there's going to be legendary Midnight Greetings. That means there's new Q-Crees now. We have Q-Crees at level cap that we didn't have before. Oh, sick, the Q-Cree build. The Chains Assassin Rogue using Q-Crees instead of daggers build, but I don't have to use the stupid, the one from the Blood Rage one, the tank one. Okay, I'm getting excited now. I'm getting so excited. Epic Chimera's Crown. Chimera's Vitality, and with the Dragon Mark. You get 30 hit points, no, 20 hit points and spell resistance. Wait, these hit point bonuses will stack with all the hit point granting effects except for themselves. So you get 20 extra hit points from wearing this helmet. Natural armor bonus, spell resistance, and the Dragon Mark enhancement. Ooh. Could be using one of those daggers. Yeah, maybe. Blade Marks Docent. Life Shield. False Life. Vertigo. Fortification. Boring. Neath Heavy Chain. Boring. Jits Tekka. It still grants the Jits Tekka bonuses, plus Exceptional Wisdom 1. Physical Sheltering, Will, Armor bonus. And then Epic Winter's Wrath. This grants Autolukes, cast level 20 Autolukes, and Maximizing. Yo, you can literally play the Artificer build. You get a Winter's Wrath, and you get the Delayed Blast Fireball one, and you're just wand whipping your way through epics? Okay, this is silly. You get to retain essence from the Artificer and also from from Gnome. One's akimbo, exactly. Very cool. Red Fens loot. Let's go. Epic Great Club of the Scrag. Greater Generation, Anarchy Burst, Icy Blast, Impact 3. Boring. Epic Shatterbow. Construct Bane, Armor Piercing, Sonic Blast, Improved Destruction. That's actually a reasonably good longbow. I am! Dude, there's so many items! How can you not be excited about this? Dude, like I said, was I given a big bag of money to be excited? Yes. But I'm also, how could you not be excited? There's so many items to play with. It's literally like a toy store. Epic Soul Eater, Epic Trap the Soul, Demonic Might for the strength, Vampirism, Negativity, Feeding. This quarterstaff is not that great. It is a 19 to 20 quarterstaff, but it's still not that great. No, this is all just regular quest loot. You can let you know what you're doing. Yep. I think the Boots of the Mire are broken because it's quality con, sheltering, balance, and underwater action. So this item is busted. I don't know if it's because it's not going to exist, but if this is here, these are a good set of boots. It's like the Deep Snow boots, but better. Elder's Cap is enchantment, intelligence, concentration, spell saves. That's a good set of stats as well. I don't think the sets are built. Oh, I think it's because the sets are broken. Because these are all part of the sets. So I think the items, these ones aren't done. So we're going to have to skip the set items, I think. Yeah, because the set items aren't done. And there's no sets. So that makes sense. The Frozen Plate is done, but it's just physical resistance rating and freezing ice guard. Robe of Dissonance. It's got the impulse. It's not a big deal. And, okay, so yeah, we're going to have to skip most of these. Except Epic Cacophonic Verge. Greater Shout level 20. Oh, there's so many wands. I'm so excited at the wand thing. Am I going to do a stupid wand build? Hold on. There's so many wands. There's so many wands. So it literally, is it time for Wand Artie? Arcano Technician. So Capstone is increasing the cash level to yours, as well as increasing save DCs to 10 plus intelligence plus level of spell if it would be an improvement. All right, so Wand Artie it is. Yeah, and you get the Retain Essence. Where is Retain Essence? I have to figure out where to get all the Retain Essences. Right, Vault of Night Loot. Maybe, hopefully it's not broken. It is not! Epic Vault of Night Loot. So the Heroic Vault of Night Loot was, for the most part, very good. So maybe the... Oh, it's just part of Artie? Okay, that makes sense. It's not in the tree. So yeah, we'll see. Epic Kunduric Warding Shield. False Life, Vitality, Spell Resistance, Resistance 8. Now, this is still good stats, and the 10% armor class and 20 physical resistance rating is very good. The important thing about this, though, is that this set of stats is pretty standard for this level. So, good shield, a lot of defense, but yeah, it's hard to say how powerful this will actually be for heroic leveling. If you want to tank stuff, if you're doing the the 20 to 30 on R10, this is a good item. In stacked with enhancements. We'll see. I don't even care about the wand maximizing. It's the 15 charges of a cast level 20 ability. Epic Hammer of Life. Damn it. Doesn't fit on the screen. Greater Disruption Guard. Heal mass charges. Hammer of Life. Epic. Kind of bad. A bad epic item. Epic Sword of Shadow. Still amazing. 38.5 base damage rating. Hilarious. Belt of the Moronon is just strength, vitality, fortification, protection. Great item. Plus 3 strength and 10 melee power. That's pretty good. Concord is charisma. So all these items are pretty much the same. I don't see anything that's different. And they're all very, very strong. But now we have the Red Dragon helmet, which was not here before, and has the Dragon armor set, which Epic Soul of the Red Dragon, 10 melee range power, and 20 physical magic resistance rating. 9 strength, fire shield, magma surge guard, improved fire augmentation, and fortification. Interesting. Those are basically the same. Ruby encrusted gauntlets now lets you cast Meteor Swarm, which goes into the Artie build, by the way. You put the Meteor Swarm in the Artie build. I'm assuming that they would be all artifact bonus. It doesn't say so. That item is the same. This item is the same. It has Greater Spark. Kunduric Delving Suit at the max X bonus of 20, which could be higher. Epic Red Dragon Armor. Eternal Fire, so it adds the fire damage on hit. Fire Lore, Combustion, Fire Resistance, Fire Guard, Incineration, and the other half of the set. With a 22 max Dex bonus, 9 on the Heavy Plate, 14 on the Medium Armor, the Docent, and of course the Robe. All very cool. Stone Mailed Armor, pretty straightforward. Same stone skin, so that could stand to be updated to like a more powerful stone skin or a high level stone skin. And these necklaces are all basically the same. Yeah, all these items are the same, except the Dragon's Eye is 10% off cost. Oh, except it's an exceptional lore and spell power trinket now, which is very interesting. Don't know how good that is, but that's very interesting. There we go. Improved Stone's going to be Alk, then Gold Skin and Legendary would be nice. Yeah, maybe. Okay. SSS. Epic. Web of Chaos. Here we go. Talking about some... Now we're getting to the cool stuff. Epic Templar Bulwark. 36 to all resist and nothing else. Next. Bow of the Silver Flame. It is marginally stronger than the heroic version. I think these items are going to be pretty disappointing because they're almost identically the same. Yeah, I think these items are pretty much the same. Yeah, these items are the same. They're just like more base damage. So they're better, but they're just more base damage. So, is there any... I'm just trying to find a difference. Yeah, nothing really crazy on here. Okay. And Golden Guile. Golden Guile is different. It now has Ghostly instead of Dusk, and exceptional alluring skills bonus, which is actually pretty good. Durability indicative of how complete the item is? No. Items for every reason just sometimes don't have all the durability, and I don't know why. Okay, who's ready for the legendary items? I'm ready. Legendary Chronoscope. Guys, we're about to get an extra 100 items to use from just the new stuff, and then the old stuff is coming back. Chronoscope loot. Legendary Hellfire Crossbow. Plus 15. Flame Bitten. Oh, these are raid items, so they come with raid dice. Cool. Flaming Blast and Incineration. It's a reasonable repeater, but it could be better. I'm not in love with this one. There's better repeaters out there. Oh, Sticker Click is a better repeater than this one. So the repeater that will not come back, the Steam repeater, unfortunately is gone and has yet to return, but that one would have been better. Hellstroke, Great Axe. Double Strike, Maiming, Insight, and Keen. So this item is high base damage rating. It's reasonably strong. It has the new Keen, so Vorpal's Bypass Fortification. The problem is that it doesn't have... It has the Insight on it, which is already a problem. And it doesn't have anything really... got that oomph. So I don't see people using this Great Axe. The Staff of Nat Gan, on the other hand, is a Dexterity Dodge Quarterstaff that lets you use Strength or Dex. D20's at epics. That quarterstaff or that axe didn't have one. You're thinking of the ancient Great Axe, which is probably still going to have that. Yeah, quarterstaff and Atgan. This weapon's not bad. It's definitely a good all-around weapon, but there's better staffs than this. Yeah, all the crit profiles, by the way, at legendary are all standard. So all the crit profiles are going to be gone. Because if you have the old crit profiles, it's going to ruin everything. Oh. Close the menu and open again. Time Blade. Yeah, Staff of Shadows is amazing. Improved Paralyzing. This one was not updated. It should be the higher Paralyzing and Slow Burst. So I don't think this weapon's done. I have no adjustments here. Legendary Boots of Corrosion. Corrosion, Nullification, Disintegration Guard, Acid Resistance. Probably not good, but we get a look at the set now. 5 pieces is 10 Profane. Oh, it's Profane bonuses still. So it's Profane Amp, Profane DCs, Profane Ability Scores, Profane Natural Armor, and Profane Physical Magical Resistance rating. I could see maybe if you could fit 3 pieces in here for the Physical Magical Resistance rating. Actually, pretty much everything comes off the 3 set. The 5 set's definitely not worth it. The Charged Gauntlets gives you the Greater Shocking Blow. It's still not very good, so I'm going to say this item doesn't really hit it for me either. Gloves are too contentious of a sought, so I don't see anyone using this one. Envenom Cloak. Poison Guard hasn't been scaled, so this one still needs... So I think a lot of these things are... Their non-scaling effects still need to be looked at. Legendary Helm of Frost. The numbers have gone up, which is good. If anything is going to be used, this is probably the best one so far, is the Helm of Frost. This one seems like it's the best item so far, all around. Because it has the Magical Sheltering, it has the Charisma, it has the Glaciation. Would you want to use this? You're probably not using the Polar Ray, but... the Armor, Diabolus Docent. Obviously, this one's a little sketchy, granting Intelligence and Charisma at the same time. I don't see this having a lot of use in here. Same with Diabolus Robe. Infested Armor. Again, the Demonic Shield's surprisingly useful. But at this point in the game, you're level 30, probably not going to come in handy. I don't see this one being used as much. You'll get used to it. Gem of Many Facets does nothing. Goggles of Time Sensing is Insightful Wisdom, Search, Spot, Speed. And Scorched Bracers, Combustion, Armor Bonus, Physical Sheltering, Fire Resistance. So, Chronoscope loot... I think the main issue with Chronoscope loot is that it has a lot of non-scaling effects, and a lot of the effects just in general aren't very interesting. So it's hard to be excited about this one. So I am currently not excited about this one. We're going to pass from Chronoscope loot now into the next set of loot, the Legendary Carnival loot. Yeah. Even without the crit, yeah. Starting with the Antique Great Axe. Oh, they have a red border. Look at the border. There's a new border now for the epic, the legendary items. The Antique Great Axe is, in fact, a D12 and not a D20. It is Force Blast, Metaline, Righteous, Anarchic, and Adamantine. Adamantine and Metaline, which is interesting. Bypasses pretty much all DR, and it doesn't have expanded dice because it was programmed wrong. It should be a D12 plus 6. Oh, no, no, it should be a D12 plus 4, because it's not a raid item. So that one's missing a bunch of damage. Like a ton of damage. It should be around 72.25 base damage rating. It's okay. Nothing to write home about. This is a pretty standard item. Garros' Malice. Now we're getting somewhere a little bit nicer. Garros' Malice is a little stronger here because it fills up the slot of short swords that you don't have a lot of. Again, missing the base damage, so it should have a higher base damage rating than this. But still, Sovereign Vorpal, there already are some Sovereign Vorpal short swords, so I don't see this one being used too often. Franzek's Cruelty. This gives you the Shocking Blast, Lightning Strike, Maiming, Improved Destruction, and Keen. This one's pretty good. It won't have the expanded dice of a raid weapon, but for a non-raid weapon, this is going to be probably one of the best scimitars. Actually, I think it is the best scimitar in the game, non-raid. So Kronzek's Cruelty will be quite strong. Fjarlin Spy Dagger needs to get the improved paralyzing turned into legendary paralyzing. And other than that, seems... Again, it has the problem of a lot of the stats on this one are applied to strength, which is not its best strength. It's got improved deception. So as a raid dagger, having improved deception is not bad. But even still... the raids that you get daggers from are pretty easy to get. So Fjarlin Spy Dagger, again, when it comes to weapons, this one's not as exciting as you would like it to be. Which, again, when I say not exciting, I don't mean you shouldn't use these weapons. I mean, they don't have, like, something that just slaps you across the face. You're like, God damn, that's good. Like the heroic versions did. Big Top, new helmet. So Charisma, Dodge, Alluring Skills, and Use Magic Device. This item, again, I can see this coming into a lot of different places. Having Charisma on a helmet... Dodge on a helmet is pretty convenient. The alluring skill bonus is also very, very high. So being able to throw this on when you need to is not bad. But I don't see this having as much of a use as something else. Buy one of these. I'm sure it's a bug. Don't I usually? Dude, there's too many items. There's way too many items on this list. I'll go back through it later, but like taking notes would make this take 10 times longer. Mask of Comedy, quite good. Charisma, Healing Lord, Devotion, Potency. If you're playing like a Paladin or something else, throwing this into your build, getting a little bit of extra stats. Even a Bard, throwing this for some extra stats, this is not too bad. This is a very good item. It's important to note that right now I'm undervaluing the stats when I look at things. So I look at Devotion and I see 146 and I go, oh, that's not very good. Because my brain is used to 200 and 210. So I need to like get used to that. Mask of Tragedy. Again, not too bad. It fits well for a Void Cleric. Because as a cleric, you probably don't want to use the negative set, which is unfortunate, the Dreadkeeper set. But if you do use the Dreadkeeper set, you're probably not going to be using this, so maybe it works well on a Favorite Soul. I'm unsure about this one, who would use this item in Legendary. Fjarlin Mirror Cloak. It is a spell absorption item with light resistance, spell resistance, and in move silently and hide. This item didn't really get more exciting as you level up. The spell absorption is nice, and epic items or legendary items with spell absorption is pretty good. Having this as a swap could be nice and handy to keep around, considering it gets 5 back every day. It's no Iron Stone, but it's still reasonably good. The armor here gives you Command 7 and Charisma 13. There's higher command items, and the Radiance Guard hasn't been scaled, so I don't see anyone using full plate of the Ringleader. Illusionist Garb. Illusion, Focus, Intelligence, Will, False Life. You have to pass up an item set for this. There's no item sets in this armor, so I don't expect anyone to use this one. This one is much less exciting than before. This does not seem like it's a very good piece of clothing. And the Utility Vest, It's got open lock, disable device, the epic nimbleness for 27 max dex bonus, dexterity, and insightful intelligence. Good stats. Again, giving up a set bonus for this is going to be a little difficult to do. I don't see that. All right. Legendary Noxious Fang. This is a endgame item with large scorpion poison. Next item. Bronze Spirits. Insightful Strength 6, Insightful Con 6, Intimidate 20, Insight, and has the rage charges. Again, not a bad item per se, but I think there's more efficient ways to get Insightful Strength and Constitution. So keep that in mind. Grimm's Bracelet. Strength, dodge, double strike, accuracy. Hot damn, dude. What an item. What an item. That's so many good stats, all in one place. That's a good item. Ring of Elemental Essence. Combustion, Glaciation, Magnetism, Corrosion, and Wizardry. This is surprisingly useful for an Eldritch Knight. So Eldritch Knight could possibly use something like this, depending on what you're doing. Additionally, classes that need all the spell powers, like Artificer as well, can make some use out of an item like this. The inherent resistances are kind of low, but having too many of those things stack up could be pretty bad. Legendary Shimmering Pendant. Use Charisma, Diplomacy, Perform, UMD. I don't see this having that much of a use. This is like a swappy if you need to perform or Diplomacy, but probably not even then. Pretty good for UMD though. Adds a bunch of UMD for a swap. Legendary Brimstone Verge. Has higher stats, as well as wand maximizing. And Legendary Roderick's Wand gives you Unknown Monster 2 and it has catch level 30. Well, I have to test this out. So we'll see. What's the UMD on this? 65? Shit. That's a lot. That is a lot. Dang, okay. Well, I hope I have enough UMD for that. Sentinel loot. Let's go. Better grab that UMD necklace? Probably. Okay. Epic Chimera's Fang. Keen, Destruction, Shocking Blast, Shatter, Disintegration, and the Chimera's Ferocity is an untouched effect. Is this useful? I mean, if you have all the dragon marks, it does give you extra fortification, so maybe on a tank, but on a non-tank, you probably don't want to use this that much. I don't see this being as useful. Epic Elite Edge. Charisma 13, Cacophony, Inspiring Echo, Sonic Blast, Healing Lore, Devotion, Anthem. This is actually a reasonably good main hand weapon for a bard. Spellslinger bard in particular. Not for a melee, but if you're playing as a Spellslinger, it's honestly not too bad. Epic Midnight's Greetings. If that improved paralyzing gets replaced with a legendary paralyzing, it's not too bad. It lost the Midnight's Greetings effect. So it gets Assassinate 6. And then it has pretty much nothing outside of that. So it's kind of worse than the previous version. That one needs some work for sure. The helmet gives you 20 hit points. And then the extra uses of dragon marks that you can use. Which is okay, but not really great. The Blade Marks Docent has the Angelic Grace, which is a very good proc we haven't seen in a while. But again, you have to give up your chest piece. Same with the Beneath Heavy Chain. The Jits Tekka Legendary version gives you the Exceptional Wisdom, same bonus that you had before. So I don't see this coming in handy. And the Winter's Wrath, yeah. So as we move into Legendary, I feel like the Legendary items just either, maybe it's my imagination is failing me, but I feel like a lot of these stats are not things that I really want, especially from some of these weapons. I was hoping, really banking on the Midnight Greetings being a little better. One of the things I will say is that having Improved Deception here is not bad. Improved Deception you need to have on any type of rogue character that you play. And admittedly, the character I was playing when I tested out last week, the chain build with the Kukris, I couldn't get Improved Deception into my build. Having this here is pretty good. But, yeah, the lack of the intelligence scaling. I don't know if they should just allow attack intelligence to go into the attack and damage mod. I'm not sure. That'd be nice. Utter Disintegration is not a bad effect, for sure. Okay, Red Fern's Loot. Legendary Club of the Scrag. Anarchic Burst, Icy Blast, Impact. It's the best Great Club in the game. Shatter Bow, Sonic Blast, Construct Bane, Armor Piercing. It's the same stats. This is not a bad bow. It's not as good as Ariana, but it does have some different effects, like the Armor Piercing, the Improved Destruction. So it's not going to do as much damage per individual strike, but this is actually a very, very strong bow. Ignore the base damage rating, guys. The numbers are wrong on all these things. The actual like damage, the inside the bracket number they're all wrong. So they won't work on this server. Soul Eater with Negativity 6, Vampirism, Feeding, Demonic Might, and Epic Trap the Soul. Kind of neat, but anything that's focusing more on healing effects is not as impactful. Boots of the Mire. There's a set that's not here. We can't see the sets. I don't think any of the sets are in here, but you can actually see the stats. Boots of the Mire, Quality Con, Sheltering, Balance, Underwater Action. On some levels, this is similar to the Deep Snow boots, although the Deep Snows get you close to that 20% legendary max hit points, which you don't get here. The Elder's Cap gives the enchantment, focus, concentration, spell saves, intelligence. This is a phenomenal helmet if you need intelligence. If you're a spellcaster of some sort. If you don't actually already have intelligence in some other way, or enchantment focus. So as a good accessible thing for people that don't raid, this is pretty good, especially considering it has spell saves on it, which is a hard to come by thing. Legendary Gloves of the Claw, granting healing amp, natural armor, intimidate, and strength is not too bad. I don't see a lot of builds making use of this item because it's in a competitive slot, which is gloves, but it gives options. Weirdly, this item existed at a time where healing amplification was not on every piece of armor, and with healing amplification on every piece of armor, I see this having less value over time. Raven's Talons, same problem. Gloves, Bluff, Seeker, Deception. This is actually a really strong item. Depends on what the set's going to do, and I don't know what it's going to do, but this is a really strong item. Because it's got Seeker and Deception on it, which is not too bad. And then it's got the Dex, and then the Bluff is helpful if you're playing any type of rogue, which you would be with that. Legendary Sacred Helm, Hallowed Sacred, Radiance Guard, Negative Absorption Effects, and Life Sealed. Oddly enough, they kind of are similar things. I don't see anyone using the Sacred Helm unless you're using it as a turn swap. This is, important note, the best turn swap in DDO. Do the balancing, will the Legendary Feloot be lowered? Yeah, it's all already lowered. It's all already lowered. My character has less stats than I had before. Legendary Siren's Belt. Armor bonus, protection, shield bonus, proof against disease. What armor class? Probably a bad item. Unless this set saves it. Frozen Plate is armor, so we're just going to skip past the armor. We've talked about why armor is not that great. Insightful Constitution, Parrying, False Life, and Fortification. This is very interesting. I say this because this item set here, False Life, Fortification. Actually, never mind. That comes on armor. It's so weird. It's like if you don't own Sharn, you can still make some good item sets. But if you own Sharn, it kind of overwrites a lot of the stuff because of the itemization. Elder's Focus, Wizardry, Illusion, Magical Sheltering, Efficient Extend. Honestly, Mana and Illusion Focus and Magical Sheltering on a necklace is a pretty sweet set of effects. So I can see somebody using this. Necklace of Venom gives double proof against poison, so that's a bug. Raven Sight, which is to go with the, I believe, the gloves? Yeah, Raven's Talons, Raven's Sight. Accuracy, Will Saves, True Seeing, and Sight of Wisdom. Again, the True Seeing is good and the accuracy is not too bad. So finding this in the same place, with the Wisdom, depends what the set is if you'd want to use this. Ring of Venom is Dexterity, Deception, Vitality, Poison Resistance. This is actually just, again, a good item. It's got health, sneak attack, and dexterity. I just can't tell you how good the the Necklace of Venom is going to be because it has the wrong stats on it. Legendary Ring of Mire, Spear Block, Resistance 11, Feather Falling, Earthen Guard. I don't love this. Resistance 11's good. All saving throws is good. And Feather Falling's, I guess, fine. But that's an augment. And Earthen Guard, I'm not a big fan of Earthen Guard. Sacred Band, Devotion, Heal, Wisdom, Turning. Again, maybe if you need the extra turning, maybe. Shaman's Band gives you armor bonus, spell pen, conjuration, reflex. Yeah, nothing really great. I think one of the issues is the weird... it's so hard to look at this and find out what is or is not going to be good, mostly because a lot of the stats that you think of as valuable don't show up here. So as we talked about it before, Spell Crit doesn't show up on these item sets. Deadly, I don't think existed at the time, so the item sets, it's not going to be on here. Stunning, so all your tactical DCs aren't represented on here, so yeah. Shaman's Beads. A lot of shield bonus on these items. Evocation, Charisma, Efficient Intensify. Efficient Intensify, now that's an interesting one. That's actually a very good stat for saving spell points. Will augments be lowered? No. Don't see any melee power in these items. That's because the sets aren't loaded. That's the problem. This says double resonance, so this one is wrong. Twisted Talisman. It still has the blood sacrifice on it, which, by the way, if you use it in Reaper mode, it's very dangerous. It kills you. And it's 45 Profane Life Force. This is probably one of the better items that's on this list. Void Lord Nullification, Necromancy, and Profane Life Force. It's pretty good. And Cacophonic Verge is, of course, Sonic Spell Power, Resonance, and then the Sonic Absorption on it, as well as Evocation Focus and 1 to maximize. The Evocation Focus number on here is wrong, because this is a level 20 item, not a legendary item. You can see by the border. So this item is just wrong. All right. Legendary items. Let's go. Vault of Night Loot. Now these items should be... We're working on competitive here. These are the competitive items we're looking at. So Legendary Shield awarding... False Life, Vitality, Resistance, Spell Resistance, not a bad shield in general, and the 2 set is 15% armor class and 20 physical or 30 physical resistance rating. That is comparable to any of the sets. The question is, if you're using this, do you not need a tank set? Charm set grants you more stats than this, even though the base damage rating is reasonable. Hard to say. Hammer of Life, not competitive with Tremor, tell you what. Sword of Shadow. Important note, they said that Sword of Shadow is not getting an actual legendary version because they didn't want to make a Sword of Shadow that's just worse. So they decided they're going to do something else with the Sword of Shadow so that you can still get it and be happy with it. Belt of the Moronon is going to have Artifact Strength melee range power. An Artifact Strength set. What do you guys think about that? Hold on. Where is it here? So the Profane Experimenters set is Double Strike and Sneak Attack dice. And this gives you your melee power in a 2-piece. 3 augment slots for 2 artifact strength, yeah. We've got Strength, Fortification, Vitality, and Protection. And the other Moronon item is the Helm of the Moronon that goes with this. Immunity to Fear, Command, Insight, Intimidate, Wisdom. That's kind of a dead item. Yeah, that's not good. Cloak of the Concord, Insightful Charisma, Haggle Diplomacy, Exceptional Alluring Skills. And it's got 30 Fort Bypass and 15 melee and range power. With the other Silver Concord item, I'm going to go to it right away, which is the Ring, giving Charisma, Protection, Command, and Parrying. Which is a lot of defense. A lot of defense. Plus, although the Fort Bypass and the melee power is interesting. Yeah, there's a stat squish, by the way. If you didn't know there's a stat squish, now you know. Red Dragon Helmet. Strength 13, Magma Surge Guard, Improved Augmentation, and Fortification. And if you can squeeze in the chest piece, you can get 15 melee and range power and 30 PRR. Yeah, it's stat squish for everybody. It's players and enemies. Dex, Speed, Freedom Movement, Exceptional Nimble Skills. I don't know if I would use this set. This is also the Heroic set, clearly, based on the stats, so it should be triple whatever is down there. Guys, these are all the same things. Collective Sight. Con 13, Insightful Charisma 6. Plus 13s is what all you're getting. Everybody gets it. 29 is 13. Ruby encrusted gauntlets. Fire lore, radiance lore, combustion, radiance. Again, these are actually not that bad. It's just, I don't know if I want that. Yeah, artifacts are still one number up. Yeah, it's smoothed, exactly. It's just that the stats are now going to be like linear, so you get, it's like a line going up instead of all of a sudden at 29 you get a jump in 7 stats. I don't need to look at the armor. However, Ironweave robe is still greater spark. The dragon hide and all this armor is still similar. Resistance, fire guard, incineration guard, and internal fire. Don't love that. Yeah, all of it's been smoothed out. All this jumps are smooth now. They're all smooths. Yes. The important note about this is that the stat squish is going to increase the power of past lives, as well as Reaper points, as well as filigrees. Yep. Crimson Necklace of Prophecy. Still fire lore, combustion. Yeah, it's all the same stats. It's I can't see any of these sets being like really, really impactful, especially considering these are universal spell power and magical resistance rating cap. These don't give the crits. I feel like these ones should give the appropriate crit. But I feel like then it might also, because you can use the Dragon's Eye. Oh, this item is not scaled properly because it should have the exceptional crit and spell lore. This is a trinket for exceptional crit and spell lore. This should give the same amount of crit that the regular items give. That's interesting. What axe is the guy in the back holding? This guy? That's the antique great axe right there. Warding bracers, con, resistance, protection, magical sheltering. Damn, that's a good set of bracers. Remember when people complained that they don't get anything at 29 in U51 preview, and the argument against it was that you get super OP gear? Are you talking about me? I didn't do that. Yeah, it's just a whole. I already knew that was coming, so I'm not surprised. Eversight, immune to blindness, and you get true seeing. Digital device, open lock, search spot. You know, pretty standard. Well, there are new items as well, so I haven't taken a look at the new items. Yeah, like I said, if you're worried about your character not functioning, I ran around and did some quests. My character feels pretty much identical. So if you're worried about like you're gonna log in and your character's not gonna be able to play content anymore, like I said, they adjusted the monsters as well. I ran some quests on Reaper mode and it felt pretty much exactly the same. So if you're wondering like you know, obviously get in, log in and test it for yourself, but I didn't really notice a change to my character. The only thing I noticed is that I don't think they adjusted armor class values on monsters, and I was missing more often than usual. Legendary Templar's Bulwark. Well, you now have the worst tower shield at level 30. Bow of the Silver Flame. Holy Burst, Weaken Undead, Undead Bane, Blunted Ammunition. If there wasn't so easy to get blunted ammunition from already having a quiver, this would be a little bit more potent. If you don't have access to Ariana the Bolt Bow, you should probably be using the Inferno Sniper over this. But depending on what content you have access to, you can use this because this bow, important note, is free to play. So you can get this one free to play. Yeah. Legendary Cruel Nobility, Axiomatic Burst, Evil Blast, Bleeding, Disintegration. This is the best scimitar if you don't have access to, or without rating. So Cruel Nobility is going to be pretty useful. Is Inferno Sniper good? It's not that bad. Double Crossbow is still Dex Int, and it's got Poison Blast, it's got Armor Piercing, Crippling, and the Nightshade Venom. So yeah. Lazily updated. I don't know if lazily is the right word. But yes, there's a lot of things that are missing here that still need to be touched. Like, for example, a lot of the stuff like Nightshade Venom having a DC 22 fortitude save on a legendary item is a bit of a problem. And Envenom Blade having improved paralyzing, and the Deadly Spider Venom. So yeah, so there are a couple things that need to get tweaked here. If the Envenom Blade does get fixed, this is going to be a really, really good short sword. If it's got the legendary paralyzing on it, which it should have, armor piercing, and the enervation, and the poison blast, that's really good. Yeah, they formulated it. 5.5 dice due to having Vorpal. It will give you a little bit of extra damage, but the extra damage here from like the disintegration plus the bleeding, evil blast, axiomatic, and evil blast, pretty damn good. I would say that it depends on the difficulty content that you're playing on, probably. Yeah, I think there's going to be a second pass on the items going through. This weapon is still so weird. It's a fire absorption weapon, and it's a torch. I don't know what to think about this. I have no idea. Fury of the Flame being updated. Impact, Flaming Blast, Coruscating, Fracturing, Adamantine. Again, just a great weapon. This is probably the best non-raid maul. I don't think this is going to compete with Tremor because it doesn't have expanded damage dice, but this is pretty much the best non-Tremor maul you're going to pick up in DDO. Fury of the Flame, pretty sweet. Luminous Truth is also weird in that it doesn't have its special threat range anymore. So this is, again, reasonably good if you're playing as like a hybrid melee spellcaster. The odds that you're doing that is kind of low. However, oddly enough, this weapon is best in slot for a War Soul or a War Priest Cleric because you get all of the effects that scale your Holy Retribution, whatever it's called. What's that effect called? The Divine Vessel. It scales everything for Divine Vessel all in one thing. Which is kind of neat, because no items in the game did that before. The essential stats should be 2, or keep it to green steel? I'm not sure. I'm not a big fan of, like... Alright, I don't really care about the numbers in the items. This is the same thing in the bow situation. Oh, this is a repeating crossbow, so it's actually... No, it's still not as good as the... Oh, there's 2 bows in here. There's the double cross bow, which is going to be better for sure than the Silver Slinger. This is a tough call. I do not know which crossbow is the best. Or the other raid crossbow from Chronoscope. There's a lot of good repeating crossbows now. Any of the Reaper points? No. Templar's Justice is just a very strong Dwarven Axe now with Godly Wrath, Coruscating, Good Blast, and Holy Burst. And same thing with Templar's Retribution. It's just Holy Burst, Good Blast, Coruscating, Godly Wrath. Darkstorm Helmet is still the Darkstorm Helmet, so if you need those stats, you'll want those stats. The armor pieces, as I said, lose a lot of value, but it's not that the numbers on them aren't good. Like, the stats are good, but you just have to ask yourself whether you actually want to use that. And then you have the Golden Guile for the exceptional luring bonus. Ghostly, Improved Deception, Bluff, Diplomacy. Again, it's mostly like a swap for a bluff or diplomacy more than anything else. I think that's everything. That's it. Holy crap. And there's all the flame salt weapons. Do you think these have cosmetics? Oh, I have to trade for something? I need Quartermaster's chits? Ugh, I don't even have any of these. People who don't have expansions. Yeah, if you don't have access to most expansions, you're going to be able to get a whole bunch of cool items. Show me ingredients for this update. Oh, there's all the ingredients. There's all the augments, all the different ingredients for everything. So now each area is going to have something. So for example, a fractured sliver of time is going to be upgrading adventures from Chronoscope. If you want to upgrade items from the Vault of Night, you need vault keys, etc. How perform Horizon Walker? I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty good. The quests are fun. The changes seem, like I said, for the most part, invisible, except for the attack rate. So yes. Yeah. HQ is very bugged. I don't know what HQ is. And there's all these augments. Sweet. There's not enough time to look at and test all of these things, but we're going to test some more things here. I guess, is this just the heroic items? Yeah. There's so many items in this update. This is like almost overwhelming. And then you have all the legendary items. Test Horizon Walker while you're away? No, I've just been looking at items for like 2 hours. Oh, there's even more items that weren't on here. Oh my god, there's so many more items. What is this? There's a bunch of items that didn't show up. Crocodile Maw, Explorer of the Depths. is an artifact. Constitution, legendary physical shelter, or physical shielding, legendary Arshard's Guard, cold absorption, and underwater action. And it's part of the Saltmarsh set, which is kind of cool. There's the Brass Admiral, and a strength helmet artifact. Insightful combat mastery, tendon slice, command, and strength. Interesting. The Covetous Docent, which we talked about, the different armors. Privateer's Brigandine, Sahagin Priestess's Robe. The Salt Iron Plate. Black Pearl Ring artifact. And negative energy absorption. Negative poison cold, negative poison cold. Nightmare Guard, and Wisdom 14. That's kind of cool. Ring of the Kraken. A Charisma artifact. With Spell Focus Mastery 5, Null Magic Guard, and Transform Kinetic Energy. Each time you're hitting melee combat, there's a chance that energy will blow to be converted. It's a Torque! Bro! We got Rayum's Torque as an artifact now. Every time you get hit, you get mana. Interesting. On a ring, an artifact ring. Interesting. Sapphire Spyglass is a trinket, a artifact trinket. Assassinate, Deception, Eversight, Dexterity. Well, looks like somebody found the new rogue trinket. Because that one's very cool. And it's part of the Saltmarsh set. Look at all those stats. Artifact bonus to all ability scores? Ooh. Oh man, there's so many stats on these. The two-headed platinum piece, which is another artifact trinket. It says intelligence, good luck 5, improved deception, spell absorption. Interesting. Spell absorption is a good stat, so having this on a trinket's not too bad. And Sir Squillum 3 Esquire is what? What does this do? The most distinguished of the rune arms. And it's apparently this is level 5 rune arm with cold resistance 50. Spell resistance 29, natural armor 29. It has salt shot on it with tidal shot. Cool. Yeah, it makes it hard to swap to, but if you mainline this as your artifact, I don't know if you need improved deception on an intelligence artifact, but still. Holy cow. There's so many items.